I was sitting down by the creek, Coal Creek actually, just yesterday afternoon, and I was watching it and just, thinking about life, which can be a dangerous thing to do because I don't know half the things I think about or answer even a third of the questions that I ask. But I started just watching the stream without any real point in it and began to realize that I could learn everything that I had been thinking about and reading about in this Advaita Vedanta scenario just by watching the water. I was just kind of opening myself up to, I guess, learning something about living, about life, by watching the water flow. And I was contemplating how I don't think water knows where it's going or what it's a part of. It's just a small, whatever it is, if you want to go down to the molecule, okay, or just a handful of water, the story's the same, really. It just kind of flows. It does what water does. I don't think water worries about its purpose. I don't think water gives much thought, if any, to how it serves us and how important it is to us. It flows. It follows its nature. It's content to be. It goes around obstacles and flows even more beautifully in the light of obstacles, waterfalls and rapids. On its merry way, just going forward, obeying the forces that are acting on it, just free of any need of its own, free of any supposed purpose or direction or meaning. It flows and eventually meets other streams and has no problem mingling, finding a unity in the bigger, the larger picture as it continues that journey. And of course, ultimately going to the ocean, this immense expansion, this step into an infinite unknown, as it were. And thinking about life, this idea of being present in the moment is being a handful of water, a snapshot of time, as it were, where you just are what you are, and you do what you do, and you follow your nature, which once again I remind us, it's Satchitananda, that love, wisdom, and existence. We follow that nature. We let it work us with, obstacles in our life. And in patience and in openness and in acceptance, we move through them, one after the other. And hopefully in the long run, we create beauty from that experience as well. The things that we learn or have to learn to overcome those periods of suffering or those periods of whatever afflicts us, that we just keep going. And I wonder if the divine isn't on a shore somewhere, watching this life as a flow, appreciating the beauty of things going according to their nature, things manifesting an individual story within the flow of many, finding a unity through that growth, finding emerging in that growth, an expansion of love as we overcome and as we follow the laws that we're subject to in this life, and ultimately moving to that great expansion, that infinite nature of awareness that we are, unlimited at last by our small tributary, by our shallow paths, by our multitude of falls and obstacles, rapids that we've moved through, to find ourselves one with everything, this great unlimited expanse of being. I wondered if everything isn't teaching us that. I wondered if everything isn't trying to pry open a heart, trying to expand a mind, trying to get us out of our little rivulets and tributaries and to move us to the oceans, the rivers, with higher thought, broader minds, deeper feelings of love and compassion, never worrying about purpose, never worrying about meaning, just letting this manifestation of our nature be enough. A contentment, the contentment of water to be water, almost unaware of its necessity to life, its necessity to growth, its blessing to everything around it, including an old man sitting on the shore, just pondering his own existence and learning from it.